Hey guys, so if this message is for you, stay. And if you feel like it's not for you, keep it moving. Listen, I am a firm believer though that once you move on from a video, if God comes tapping you on your shoulder and telling you to just go back, that means that message was for you. So just be careful when you move too fast, because you could just be moving your blessing right on out the way. But listen, today I want to talk about finish what you started. First, I want to thank all of my followers. I want to thank all of you guys because you allow me to be my true, authentic self. And you allow me to speak about God. And, I don't hide him. I'm not going to hide him because I know who has been there for me. I know who has been my supporter. And I know that I'm his child and he has his hands on me. I'm going to call his name. I'm not going to be ashamed of it. I feel like that we sometimes can be selfish. We don't want to call on his name because we're afraid that, oh, nobody will like me. I won't get any views. I won't get any likes because I'm speaking about God. But listen, you go in your closet and you get down on your knees and you praying for God to help pull you out of a situation. But you scared to call his name. So yeah, we can't be selfish, guys. But listen, I want to talk today about finishing what you started. So social media for me, I wasn't on social media for years. And it was because I felt like I had so much personal stuff going on. So I really couldn't afford to allow any negativity to creep in. But I know that I had something special within me. I know that God had placed me here for a reason. And so I went on throughout life and everything like normal people. My last position that I had, I love what I do. Very passionate. Love to serve people. Everyone else doesn't have those same intentions. There are other ulterior motives. And so God was like, listen, nothing just ever seemed to go right. And I just had to finally come to grips. This is not something that God wants you to do. And I prayed. I just couldn't sleep at night. I would toss and turn. My husband was like, oh, it's just that job. It's just that job. You just stressing out because of that job. Don't keep letting that job stress you out. It's just a job. That type of talk. Okay. I was like, but me, I would pray. I was like, you know what? There is some validity in that. It's some truth. I was stressing about something and it wasn't going to get better because God wasn't in the midst of it. So I would pray to God and God said, okay, I'm going to give you that job. I'm going to give you that promotion, give you that job, but that's not what I want you to do. I was like, well, what you mean? You're going to give it to me, but then you don't feel like that it's something that, you think I should do. And God was like, I want you to learn a lesson in it. I'm going to send you there because I want you to learn a lesson in it because you have so many great qualities within you. But it's a couple of things that I need to fine tune. So I'm going to send you into that position so that you can learn exactly what you need to learn and you can be ready to receive what I have for you. And so I was like, okay, God, I hear you. And I hear you loud and clear. And so, things went on or whatever. Things didn't get better. It got worse and worse and worse. And it got to a point to where I just couldn't take it anymore. And I prayed to God. Oh, he said, okay, now you hear me. Now you really truly hear me. You see exactly what I was trying to prevent you from. So I'm going to send you in it, but I'm also going to make it uncomfortable for you because that's not where I want you to remain. I don't want you to stay there. So I don't want you to get comfortable. If I'm not there, if I'm not anywhere within that environment, I don't want you in that environment, and I want to protect you. So I said, okay, cool. I eventually left. Long story short, I eventually left. And it was like a couple of months after my dad passed away. I was sitting at home and I was like, okay, God, now what? Because everything had gotten quiet. Once people can't use you anymore, you're no good. I mean, you are no good. They don't call and check on you. They don't care. They only care when you're useful to them. So that was a life lesson that I learned as well. And so God was like, I need you to log on to that app. I'm like, God, what app? Like, what app? No, 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 no. Like, I thought of every excuse in the world because I just felt like it was just not for me. I just could not allow it into my mental space. And so he was like, I need you to log on to that app. And then one app turned to two, and two apps turned to three, and three apps turned to four. I was like, oh my God. He was like, I need you to do it. And he said, an app don't control you. You control it. You control what you allow into your space. And I was like, okay, that's true. So, of course, you know, having all positive stuff coming through my timeline was very refreshing, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. So I say all that to say things are not always so bad. It's just how we view things, and it's what we allow into our mental space. If we allow negativity, drama, chaos into your mental space, that's what you're going to get. And if you allow positivity, peace, motivation, inspiration into your space, then you would get that positive energy right back. So I must say that being on here has been refreshing because there's some beautiful people out there that has gone through similar things, and everybody's just basically trying to help and support one another, and that is so beautiful to me. And so basically, I want you to everything that you gave to your friends, family, employers, I want you to give to the world on a larger scale. I was like, oh God, I'm not ready for that. He was like, yes, you are. Everything that I have put in your path, you have literally walked that path so on a straight and narrow. He said, you are ready. You have learned every single thing that you needed to learn on this journey to get you to where you are. And trust me, like, it came later in life, but that's good because I'm ready to receive it, and I'm ready to maintain whatever he has for me because I feel like that I'm in that mind space and, and ready to receive. So guys, I logged on, and when I logged on to the site, I immediately started just talking about my business because I have a small business, but I'm old school. So I would promote my business and do all of that by reaching out to clients and, just people just within the community and stuff like that. So social media was just not one of the things that I was interested in. And, but he was like, you can do that. You can do everything if you want to do nursing, okay, do nursing. If you want to work on your business, but I need you to also continue to motivate and inspire people because there's people out there that need to hear things that you need to say. It's people going through some things and has gone through some similar things that you've gone through, and I need you to help them. I thought of everything in the world, guys, like literally everything in the world. I was thinking like, of course, you think about your finances, you think about all of that. He was like, I got you. You worried about the wrong thing. Go do what I asked you to do. And so I just had to do it. And when I logged on, I first started talking about my business, and I just didn't feel right. I still couldn't sleep at night. I still tossed and turned, just didn't feel right. And he was like, you know why? It's because you're still not doing one of the requirements that I asked you to do. And I was like, okay. So he was like, be you. Just be you. Just be you. He was like, be you. You know what, God, you are absolutely right. I'm going to be me. So my husband could not even, he was like, why are you talking about motivation and inspiration? Why are you doing all of that? Why are you not talking about your business? And listen, when I tell you the person that you lay next to or the person that you're around the most, they don't know your relationship with God. They don't know, when God puts something into your spirit and he gives you a vision, they're not going to always understand that vision because sometimes you don't even understand the vision yourself. It's just that you have to be obedient. And this was just my season to be obedient. And, and I had to be consistent and obedient. And like I said, they're not going to understand everything that God downloads into your spirit. And that's okay. You have to respectfully accept that they're just not going to get it. So I stopped talking about my business so much, and I just started you know, my motivation, inspiration, positivity. And when I tell y'all, when I started just being myself, it's just this feeling that came across me that I can't even explain, guys. It was like the world just opened up and God was like, finally, you're free. Finally, you're doing what you love to do. You're doing all the things that you love to do, but you're not leaving anything out. You're not placing limitations on yourself. And so, guys, listen, just finish what you started. Make sure that it feels right. If it don't feel right, don't continue it, because you're not truly walking in your purpose. Because your purpose, sometimes your purpose don't feel so good, and you will know when it's time to get out, because God will, he's not going to hurt you. He's going to teach you a lesson, but he's not going to hurt you. But you would definitely know if it's not for you. Don't spend no more time there. Don't spend any more time there, because it's going to just continue to infiltrate your mind. It's going to continue to download that negativity into your spirit. And before long, all those dreams, hopes, visions, goals, all those things that you wanted to do, you won't even show interest in them anymore, because you've allowed man to infiltrate your mind. So listen, guys, finish what you started. It might be hard, but if you have a positive word to say to somebody, get on here and say it. Don't worry about any views. Don't worry about any likes. Don't worry about any followers. As long as you're following Jesus, as long as you're following God, as long as you're following the right people will in return follow you. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about the views, because if God wants them to be in your space, they will view your content. If God wants them to follow you, they will follow you. If God wants any of that, whatever he has for you is going to happen regardless. So stop limiting yourself on what you can do, what you can post, because you're afraid that nobody's going to follow you. But listen, guys, it has been real. I greatly appreciate you guys. It's only going to get better from here. I have so much stuff in store, and I just want to make sure that you're ready for the change, because everybody's not in the same space at the same time. And that's okay. You know, I respect that. But if you're ready to make a change, if you're literally tired of your life, like feeling like you're just not going anywhere, like you're in quicksand, you're stuck in peanut butter, if you literally feel like you need a change, you're desperate for change, you're starving for change, then be the change that you want to see. So the things that you watch, the things that you see, the things that you react to, it makes a difference. Okay, guys, I appreciate y'all. So please like, share, follow for more.